Everything looks up, sound looks good. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Okay. Things are looking good to go. Hello, everybody. It's me, David Dunham. Welcome back to Southern Magic. It's your boy. Glad that you guys are here. We're going to be continuing our Modern Horizons 3, or dare I say, the Nethergoyf showcase by playing another deck. This time, it's an actual good mono black scam deck, unlike our last one, which did okay, but this one actually top 8 of the challenge. It got second in the challenge that was done on June the 16th by Sokos 13. Uh, and his list was relatively the same idea that we were trying to do, is basically like have our skating package and have Urza Saga, as well as having a super relatively low to the ground fast clock in the Nethergoyf, and then all of the rest of the black scam creatures. This one, however, is actually sporting something that we weren't doing before, which was a set of Mizra's Bobble. Mizra's Bobble is an interesting decision to make with this deck. It does grow the Nethergoy on and making it a much better threat really early on. We haven't tried it, but since it did well, I'm not going to knock it. I mean, Bobble is shown to be like a really good card, and we don't have Dragon Rage Chandler, but I mean, I expect it to be just as good here. Also sporting, he also sported Castle Lockblade in his version, as well as an extra Ouroboros compared to what we were running. In addition, he was also running Fell the Profane, which is one of the new modal double face lands that you can have it enter untapped by paying 3 life, and it's just land that taps for black. But on the other side, it just destroys target creature or player for 4 mana, which can be pretty decent in the late game when you don't really want to land. Um, does have the Liliana in the main deck. He's not sporting the green that we were with our last stream for stuff like Pick Your Poison and Haywire Might, but I think that's okay. Like, we haven't seen like too many reasons to have Pick Your Poison in this format for the most part. I mean, it's obviously a great card, but I don't know if it's the best choice to have in your deck, or if we should go out of our way to be running that card. Either way, he's also running a one of Inquisition of Kozilek just for another form of hand hate, which I think is a pretty good idea when you're looking for to be low to the ground, have an early start, and really want to keep every 7 card hand that you draw, because every card matters. So out of the board is definitely very different. He's sort of like one of Anoint with Affliction in here. Uh, just good for creature removal. Probably great for like Nadu. Being able to exile the creature at instant speed. Could be really important. It's kind of like, I guess, kind of the same thing that people were doing with like Legion's End, except there's no real region to have the clause that exiles every other copy on the battlefield and the hand, since we're not having to play against rhinos as much. So I think it being instant speed is pretty relevant. Also has 2 of Break the Ice for some more land hate than we were sporting, and then a Damnation just to wipe the board against creatures. We're gonna be, I think for what we want to do today, I'm going to be making a few changes to the numbers in the main deck and the sideboard, including like Shieldred, the Apocalypse in the sideboard. No questions that means Shieldred's just a great card, great in the late game, and for mid-range matchups and against any one-ring deck. So I'm not going to argue against playing against some number of Shieldred. Um, Also has Ashiok, Dream Render in the sideboard. Uh, just all around pretty good sideboard planeswalker that keeps your opponent from searching their library for stuff. Also exiles the graveyard as well. In addition, like it can also like you can it doesn't state that the target player who mills the cards has to exile their graveyard as well. So you can technically like mill yourself and then exile your like each opponent then still exiles their graveyard. So you can fill your graveyard for with card types for the Nethergoyf as you're also putting in sideboard hate, which I kind of like. Uh, Another spell bomb, also with a spell bomb in the main deck. Notably, a lot less one mana of the one mana archetypes in the main deck. It doesn't have like lots of depth. Uh, lava spur boots, yeah, lava spur boots in the side in the main deck for to make your threats hasty, which is it's a decision. I guess I could see it not being as important uh nowadays with more creature decks on the rise and mid range decks where you're not looking to have that haste uh too much. It's just not as important, so you might as well not make the deck a little worse by doing so. Uh Still has the three dampening spears in the sideboard. But he does have a one of disruptor flute as just another way to hate like another form of pithing needle. And so I wonder if it should just be another pithing needle at a certain point since you're already able to like figure it out anyways. But this one does let you like uh, make your opponent's spells more expensive. It does like also keep your opponent's spells more expensive, which could be relevant uh compared to just pithing needle, which shuts off the activated abilities. So we'll just keep that as. As you can see, we kind of have like two other cards in the sideboard. This player did not have four Nethergoyf in the main deck, which I could see that being an option, but I feel like I really want to have that fourth one. If we're going to go all of our way to like have the Mishra's Baubles and have this low to the ground option for our deck, then I think that I'd like to have the Nethergoyf in the main deck. Uh, so we are going to make a few changes. So we are going to start by doing that by adding the Nethergoyf to the main. And I think what I want to do is put these Fail the Profane in the sideboard. Just because like if we're when we board this in, I think we're also going to be looking to board in stuff like Shieldred. Because we kind of want to, and a lot of these late mid-range matchups and matchups that we're going to be wanting to top deck better than our opponent. We're going to be cutting some of our, or if not all of our, like scam effects and not dead after all, to like simply have a purely fair game. So I think I like having an extra land in that sense. And we're like technically lowering our curve by like adding another glyph and cutting it. Uh, and I think that I will also be putting this Liliana into the sideboard. Again, for like, it's only like really good in like the grindy matchups. Whereas I've actually really liked he has like a sideboard flare, his third flare of denial in the sideboard. I actually kind of want to move that into the main deck. I was really impressed with flare denial in these scam decks as like a big form of removal, as well as being another option to uh, if I don't have like they're not dead after all, being able to like use grief, thought seeds a card from the hand, and then also kill their creature. I found that line to be really good, so I'm going to put that in the main. What we're also going to do is instead of Damnation, which I think is like a very heavy board wipe for our deck that also wants to be kind of aggressive, is we're going to shave it for Toxic Deluge, so that there would be situations where if we have our Nethergoyf out and want to wipe the board of our opponent's smaller creatures, and we can still have another Nethergoyf left behind, and I think that's really good. So we're going to not have the Damnation here. And then I think I kind of want to shave one of these Shieldreds out of the board. Like Shieldred is great when it comes down. Like like it's obviously great to have multiples, but like our deck is already like 20 lands, 21 lands, I guess when we add the Felda Profane. But I'm not looking to. We don't like absolutely need to like find the Shieldred whenever we have those matchups. It's just like a good extra threat to have. So I think we can shave that. Um, And then lastly, I think it was the Castle Lockwane that I think I want to also shave as well. Like just in this version, the version that we were playing with last week, we had I want to say eight. I think it was eight, either 7 or 8 fetch lands to really fuel our Goyf early on. This one only has 5, so I think that I kind of want to have an extra fetch as well. And I need to see actually what black fetches that we have because I only rented so many. Let me see if we have another polluted delta. We have 2. Do we have Meyer? Guess while we're getting these, we might as well go ahead and swap these out because I just got these cards from Mana Trader, so you're gonna have to bear with me to swap all of these out. Let's swap here. 5 swamps. Do we have 5 full art swamps? I don't believe that we. Let me take away this. I don't believe we have. We're matching full art swamps, so we'll just use we'll use this art at 4. 1 more, and then for the other ones, Verdant Catacombs, yeah. Verdant Catacombs at 2. Seems like we don't have another fetch in stock. I guess it's fine. We'll just run the castle. Like the castle's not going to hurt too bad, honestly. And we'll just see how it performs. I think it's more for like the mid-range control decks, and I think that if I'm not mistaken, like the Jeskai control / Flage deck is probably like one of the better decks in the format. It's like one and top 8 like multiple, just almost just about every challenge that I've seen online in 5-0s every week. So it's probably good to have like a long game plan like Castle to draw some cards against that matchup. These push. Position. Spell bomb. And you know what else we're going to do? We're actually going to not have 2 spell bombs in the one in the main, one to the side. What I actually have found to be pretty good is like having Soul Guide Lantern. They're effectively kind of the same card, except Soul Guide Lantern is somewhat of a almost like a double graveyard removal spell. So like when you trigger it up or when you play it, you're able to exile something right then, which could be really good against Flage decks to go ahead and get the Flage right away. And then later on in the game, when you need to like exile their whole graveyard immediately, then you're able to do so. The only unfortunate thing is like if you can't like exile the grave and draw a card at the same time, but you still have the option to draw if you want to just go ahead and if it's not, you don't need graveyard hate for the matchup you're playing against. Promise, guys, we're gonna be playing really soon. If you haven't already, please make sure to follow us on here on Twitch, as well as follow us on YouTube and on Twitter as well. It's Southern Magic without the E. Yeah, so go ahead and give us a like, give us a follow, like the videos, comment down below with if you think I am how just tell me like how bad I do in this and warn people never to watch any of our videos if you think I'm doing that poorly. Okay, and then it is Turok. Usually I like having these things set up beforehand, but I can't lie, I had to go to the gym, make sure to hit the gym before I did this because I have been doing nothing but playing the Elden Ring DLC, and you guys are actually keeping me away from that. So I'm going to try and finish up this week as soon as possible so that I can get back to it. Mm, Liliana. I have to wonder if do I want Liliana or do I? But I rather just have the second Shieldred. That's interesting. Uh, ho ho hum. What's some more relevant? Liliana's fine. Like we're gonna go ahead and like Liliana was fine last week. We're gonna just continue to play her. She's just a decent planeswalker, decent for the long game. So I'm fine with having it. I haven't wasted enough time already, so we're just going to go ahead and get that extra fetch. We're just gonna go ahead and rent a Bloodstained Mire real quick. Just because we're already waiting anyways, and I think it's really important to have these fetch lands. If we're gonna be especially if we're gonna be adding an Nethergoyf to the deck. Give people time to kind of trickle in. And you know what? It gives me time to run and add. Oh my god, that was loud. Sweet baby Jesus. Okay. Um, and cut this castle from the deck. Okay, and I think that I can live with this. I think I kind of like this. We're going to go ahead and run it. The construction, the modern league, 100 points. Like I said, we're hoping for the 5-0 with this. This we got second in a challenge. Hopefully, like we didn't butcher it by making our changes. I'm just doing what I've found to be really good. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the league then. Hope you guys this day is going fantastical. Uh, I have been busy all day. I was actually spent like I would have spent more time playing the Elden Ring DLC this weekend, but I was actually in Tunica, Mississippi all weekend. And if you know about Tunica, Mississippi, you know exactly what I was doing all weekend. So I do not need to answer any questions. What happens in Tunica stays in Tunica. Don't worry about it. Just like Vegas. All right, starting it off. And I am on the play. There is no companion. And starting off with a pretty decent hand. Pretty decent. We've lands and spells, so we'll go ahead and keep it. And you get to turn one Goyf and have some follow up possibly with Bowmaster Saga. Hopefully we find another land to play with the Saga. So we can actually get our advantage from that. But let's go ahead and fix this out. Played a Nethergoyf and a pass. Let me see. I'm actually going to turn the volume down a little bit. Down to like 40 or so. Okay. Okay, just having a fetch. Alright, we found another land. It's an Urza Saga, but it's a land. So we'll go ahead and play the Urza Saga. We're just going to go ahead and start off with an attack and see if they try and bolt the Nethergoyf, or whatever they have. Alright, they don't have anything. Meticulous Archive. Surveil 1. Putting Spell Snare into the graveyard. That's good. Unless they just have another Spell Snare in the graveyard, or spell Snare in their hand, then that would be a little disappointing. Alright, kept whatever they wanted on top. Alright, going to end step. See if this resolves. Okay, so they did have the second Spell Snare. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Ooh, another Urza Saga. We're just going to be making a ton of tokens for these next couple turns. We won't even need to cast spells. Just going to make our opponent very sad when they're not able to use their counter spells. Alright, that one. Tune the narrative. He definitely read me like a book. Played really well around that Orcish Bowmaster. Let's go ahead and make the token. And with the Flooded Strand. Wonder if he's going to take the opportunity to kill my Nethergoyf here. Okay, no, this guy knows what he's doing. It's Morris Naughty. Alright. Alright, I see you, Morris Naughty. Playing around all the good stuff. But they're not dead after all. Let's add that. Go ahead and make the construct. Just going to keep making guys and not apologizing for it. And then we're going to go ahead and get our graveyard. Ooh, interesting. So he's not going to let me tutor something up with that. Okay. Wait. Oh, did he choose the wrong one? Maybe he chose the wrong one. That's interesting. Alright, well, we'll still get to use the whole Bad Lantern. Trigger, go ahead and exile the removal spell for his, stop the Snapcaster Mage, I guess, from getting it back. Oh, going to graveyard. Deck. Let's go ahead and play the other Urza Saga. And actually, we kind of messed up because we could have played the Shadow Spear before, but kind of missed that point of damage. Teferi, okay. The Teferi minus. And that's Surveil. Okay, so he's like surveilling before he draws. Trying to just sculpt his hand. I get it. Probably looking for like Clear the Skies too. Clear the Skies is just going to be really good in this spot. Alright, so we draw. Got another land. Exactly what we were looking for. Oh, let's undo. Are we able to? Huh. Oh, so they like took out that ability. Okay. All right, I see what you were doing there, opponent. Did it take out both of them? Hmm. How am I? Okay, so the chapter 2 is on the stack, and I'm not able to use that ability. Okay, all right, I see what's happening here. All right, so we'll just tap that for mana. Sure, let's just go ahead and Pithing Needle this to Fairy so we don't have to worry about another one. Um, Time Raveler. Okay. Play the land. We'll just go ahead and make a guy with the mana here. And then, yep, we'll just go ahead and attack. Go ahead and attack him. I think that's it. All right. One pass to you. Where is your Wrath of Skies opponent? All right, land. Untapped. Okay, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to exile. We're just going to wait for Snapcaster to do anything. Yeah, I'm gonna make the guy. There's no reason not to make the guy here. He's going to fetch. We'll just go for a Mizra's Bauble, sure. Play a land. And we'll just go ahead and attack. Just have more power on board. Attack. See what he's got. What is a Solitude? Yeah, tap for white. Okay, and Solitude in this. Is there a reason to... What's this? It like loses hexproof and indestructible, so that does nothing. It'll bring it down to 6. And then it'll have to block with this creature. Yeah, sure. Alright. Perfectly fine with us. Well, let's see what you get with this Bauble. I don't think that the power and toughness of this creatures are going to matter at this point. He's got a 1 ring coming. Ooh. That's a little annoying, but alright. Let me see. All loses hexproof and indestructible. So we could technically get rid of our opponent's 1 ring if we had a way to do so, but we do not, so we won't worry about it. Draw with the Bauble. Thought she is too late. Ooh, really would have liked that Thoughtseize a turn before. Yep, 1 ring. Sure. Draw a card. All right. Hey, Blue Samurai. Well, welcome to the stream. Haven't played Magic in a while, but this deck looks like the new rack. Right? Actually, I think like the previous version was a bit more of a rack deck before MH3, so you're not too far off, honestly. I used to be 8 rack player, and Black Scam looks right up my alley. It is like, honestly, it's really good. I think the original version did have rack. This version doesn't have rack. I think that it's not really necessary. Like, we're still going to probably try it on a later iteration, but I'm not going to worry about it this time. So passing to his turn, he's got protection. A grief. Mm. If he didn't have protection, this would look really, really appealing, but I guess we could just go ahead and kill the Teferi now, just to not have to deal with it. I don't think there's any haste threats that I care about, so we'll go ahead and get this Teferi off the board, just in case he gets rid of our stuff. Could have attached a Shadow Spear beforehand. Well, you know what? We'll go ahead and attach it now. You know, I don't think we're going to miss the life too much, but it's fine. Yeah, I saw a couple deck lists on MTG Top 8 from the last week. Yeah, they've been doing all right. They haven't been doing too bad. They're still playing it 2 of. Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen those lists. I'm gonna have to check those out. Yeah. Will says you'll like it. I promise you will. Like, this is not definitely not super far from 8 rack, except it actually wins. So I'm just messing with you. But I do like it. I think that the rack plan might not be as necessary anymore. Uh, you're doing perfectly fine with like this kind of anti-meta plan where you're just have 1 mana artifacts that are really really good against the opponent. Um, hmm. There it is. There's the Wrath of Skies. Okay, so the question is, do I want to just exile the opponent's graveyard so they can't play a Flage later? Or do I want to just draw a card? I want to go with exiling the graveyard. Like, just see what he does. Yeah, sure. It like cuts off Flage and cuts off Snapcaster Mage, so I like that. Had some good local success with 8 rack in my life. I'm sure you did. I'm sure that people you're on people's shit list for it. I'm sorry to say. Oh my god, so much scam. God, we give like just enough to like clear the path for our scam and then be able to protect the creature as well. So yeah, just forget it. We're gonna do that. So start off with a Thought Seeds. What do you got? Counterspell. Okay. Good lead on that. So let's go ahead and evoke. We'll go ahead and use the Undying Evil for it, so that we can have these not dead after all. So what you want to do, you want to click evoke first, so you get the Thoughtseize effect afterwards. Yeah, right. We can make him. No, we won't make him just do that. We'll just go ahead and do it like this. Evoke, bring it back. Trigger, and take the Solitude, and pass. My opponent's going to be drawing 3 cards after this, which isn't great. But, you know, just something we got to deal with. Six cards in hand. You know about Counterspell and Arena of Glory. We at least have a way to protect our grief, I guess. So, not too bad. A Flage, sure. Flage. Target this. Fortunately, they have the Counterspell, but I'm going to make him have it. Or make him use it here. Okay, it's not going to use it. Alright, interesting. Sure. Alright, so the Wicked roll makes him lose a life. Grief is going to come back. Trigger, take whatever other good card he has. So many counter spells. I'm just gonna take the Wrath Disguise and hope that he doesn't find an answer to this grief. Because he'll just lose next turn. Or no, I guess he's just gonna be able to get the Flage back at this point. Oh well. Yeah, I had so many friends with that deck. It was a good deck on spoiler meta to spoil metas. Oh yeah, it definitely was. Especially if everyone was running like Death Shadow or Tron. Well, Death Shadow is. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Death Shadow decks right now. Or really just now in modern. Like Solitude is just everywhere. Solitude just like hoses those decks. So oh no. Now we have to deal with the Flage. We did our best to try and deal with this shit, but unfortunately we could not. Oh, and he used this to like. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was able to give it haste with this, so that's even more backbreaking. 15 minutes on the clock. What are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do? Mistress Bobble's an okay start. So just go ahead and cast Bobble. Go ahead and Bobble. I guess it doesn't matter what's on the top of their deck, honestly. They've just kind of got like a crazy hand. So I got a Swamp on top. Is escaping is casting, right? Escaping is so he's gonna be able to counter it. Cast with escape. And unfortunately, we won't be able to do both. I think we gotta get the Flage off the battlefield. I want to gain him more and more life with this one ring out. Some GP fun with 8 rack, but this deck looks solid, so I haven't looked at modern meta in a while. Oh, you've got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, having COVID killed Magic for me. So, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, COVID like really messed up Magic for a lot of people. Yeah, it definitely put me on pause during COVID. Like it was Arena, but it wasn't really the same. Honestly, I tried to plan like those like tournaments. What are they? The channel like the channel Fireball and the Star City Games like arena tournaments. That was all right. That was kind of fun, but it definitely wasn't a comparison for paper. Looks like we're pretty. We're super behind this game. They have like all of the counter magic in here. And we're gonna save some time and kind of concede this game. They like really rallied back, really fast. So we cannot fight that. Uh, Johnny, man, what's up? What's up, Johnny Jugs? She said, "Dad, what's up, Dad? Shit, I can be your dad. I can be everybody's dad. I can be the dad for the chat." Uh, let's watch these mass producing. Yeah, I mean, it's a game. Like there's always going to be mass production. Like the game gets more and more popular. Like that's just what you're gonna do, right? It's way too much. This modern meta looks like 100% different than it did like 2 weeks ago. I mean, we did get modern like a whole modern Horizon set, which is literally designed to do that. So that's true. Um, so let's see. Let us get back to this. So for this matchup, definitely bringing in Turok. Bringing in our mid range kind of plan. I think that's not too bad. Possibly Disruptor Flute. Disruptor Flute. This is we're able to look at their hand and take something, then that's fine, right? Probably somewhere like Graveyard Hate and Nihil Spellbomb. I don't think we care about Ashiok. Not too sure. We'll bring in the Disruptor Flute though. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what to take out? Definitely the fatal pushes are bad. I think we want our uh like scam effects. Uh Shadow Spear not as important. We just don't really need to gain the life that badly. Definitely want Pithing Needle and then 2 more cards. It's possibly like 2 of these Mistress Baubles. Could also be. Let's keep the Inquisition to close like I think. I think we kind of want the rest of these. I think I can live with this. Sure. Oh, you guys are just having your own little conversation in the chat. Oh my god, I can't even keep up. Wonder if my Eternal Command deck has any significant upgrades. What is Eternal Command? It's like the green. Is that the green one? Eternal Command? We'll be on a play. It's a decent hand. We have plays. I think we'll keep this. Okay. Keep, draw. I don't. We could just fetch to thin the deck, but I think we're kind of want to draw some lands. We like this Saga is basically a spell, so it doesn't really count. So we'll start off with Thoughtseize. Narset, Consign Emblem. We'll go ahead and take the Spell Snare here. I want to keep playing around that card with our Bowmaster in hand, but that's fine. Playing the Flooded Strand. Let's try and play a little bit faster. Do we want to just run out the Turok? I don't think so. Then we'll go ahead and play a land here, and then Consign can counter a triggered ability. What I might do is just wait for put a stop on their upkeep. Trigger ability. Okay, so it won't counter our fetch land. We'll go ahead and use this now. I know this deck is like Stern Scolding and stuff like that, so we're just gonna go ahead and play around it. I wouldn't be surprised they got us. We have to surveil land here. Yeah. Eternal Witness and Primal Command. Okay, right. I forgot that's what the green command was. Fierce Falk shenanigans, but land destruction. You are just the worst type of person. Honestly, land destruction is probably like you're probably the good guy now. Like there's so many like soul lands and like Eldrazi and Tron decks like that. At this point, you're basically the good guy if you're playing land destruction. Yeah, sideboard is Microsoft Lettuce. Oh, Microsynth's Garden. Okay. I was like, what is that? Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and attack here. Yeah, Narset, Consign. I could just play the Turok. I think I could either do that or wait for a time to cast it later on when they're tapped out. Because it'll just count. Consign to Oblivion can just count, or Consign to Memory can just count our Turok. All right, going with the Narset. Hopefully we don't draw extra cards with this, but we'll see what they get to hand. that. Complete the Flooded Strand and the Rogran Triumph. Alright, let's go ahead and fetch. Get a Black Source. And draw. Okay, we drew a land, so we don't have to worry about using up our Urza Saga, which is good. I was really worried about that. We'll just go ahead and cast the Turok here with the kicker. And we got 2 of their lands. 2 counters on it. They got 4 cards left in hand, so they can maybe still board wipe us if they wanted to. We'll just take away their ability to get another card off this Narset. Oh yeah, Microsoft Lattice is banned. No, you're right. Yeah, because it was just too busted with Karn, right? Did our opponent draw the 4th land? They probably will eventually, but crossing our fingers that they don't. Okay, didn't have it there, and we got a grief. So let's guess what I can do is start off with an attack. Attack him. Attack them with this. See what they do. So probably a counter spell. They do have let's see, they still have Consign to Memory up. Still annoying as hell. So I think what I'll do is just go ahead and play the Urza Saga and then play Shieldred. And if they have a hard counter, then so be it. And hopefully it's not Invert Polarity. Oh, thank God. Alright. It's not Invert Polarity. Alright. What you got? Colin Vermin, what up, man? Welcome to the chat. Oh, not dead after all. Or not, I mean, Covenant Discharge. Yeah, let's go ahead and just, not dead that. He's probably wanting to draw a card with it, but while it's in the graveyard, he's probably going to draw something. Okay, no, he's not going to. Okay, he's just going to -1 himself and get 3 energy. That's a good thing about the spell, where you're just not like wasting like your time doing it. Is he going to Wrath the Skies just for 1? Sure. Or no, he can put more mana into it, right? Right, so he gets it for 4. Is he? Could he not do it for 1 more? I guess he wanted that last. I guess maybe he wanted that last energy. I guess. All right. Well, we'll take it. And cast. That's Solitude in hand. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take the Solitude here. Because the ring doesn't matter. We got Shielded out. The ring, Shielded gets around the ring protection, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I am concerned about him getting rid of the board. Nice. All right. So game 3. We gotta be a little fast with this one. We got 8 minutes on the clock. Anything that we want to change? Maybe just taking the baubles out altogether. Get like Ashiok, keep him from fetching. His mana base is really greedy, so maybe we do want that. Yeah, I'm not like bauble isn't like super duper important. It just grows to Goyf, which was kind of my problem with it, that we didn't have like any real synergy with the bauble except it just growing to Goyf. So I think we're gonna try that. Okay. Hmm. I guess this is okay. We'll keep this. You know what? We'll keep it. We'll keep it. So they go first. Start off with the flooded strand. Okay, and draw. And I may want to just go ahead and grief and see if I want to pithing needle something. Or I could just pithing needle the ring right away. Hmm. No, that seems like just bad value. Especially since we like already have all of our scam effects in hand already. I can play the Fold Guide Lantern, I guess, but really think that we needed to. Falls. Playing tapped. Oh, go ahead and get our swamp. Another grief. Maybe I will use this grief this time. Ooh. Hargit, whoa, welcome with the raid, man. 6 peeps. What's good, guys? Welcome from Hargit Stream. We are streaming some mono black scam right now for Magic. And we're deciding what we want to do, and I think we're gonna go ahead and cast this grief with Evoke here. See if he gets ballsy. Is he scared? He is not scared of our scam, unfortunately. Oh baby, what is this now? Double Wrath Disguise and double Narset? What I could do is like take both of these Wrath Disguise and then Pithing Needle is Narset to keep him from getting any card advantage from it. Kind of like that. And then like Urza Saga is going to provide us with some aggression already, and by just getting rid of these, we're just gonna like keep our thing clear. So we're gonna take both of his cards. Opponent's probably super confused about what we're doing. It's gonna make sense in a little bit, opponent. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry your pretty little head. So Pithing Needle, naming Marset, Parter of Please God. Let me say it's Parter of Veil. Okay, Parter of Veils. And then we'll just go ahead and deploy the Soul Guide Lantern as well. Let's go ahead and exile, sure, this stupid thing. All right, okay, painless. So now he's got a bunch of useless cards in hand right now. And we're going to have like 2 super strong bodies with these Urza Saga tokens. So he's just going to play the Narset. Yep. Read. Yes, we are winning, Will. Thank you for asking. Or maybe we're like in a favorable spot right this second. On game 3. Sure. Play. Let me go ahead and fetch this out now. So we kind of save time. I don't think there's anything that we want to do, so... Yeah, pass. It draws its card. Drew a land. We're gonna make the token. Drew a land. I don't think I care too much about what he has in hand. We're just going to put 2 beaters out. Make him have to respond. Is he going to surveil? Did he kept the card on top? Uh, what did he keep on top, guys? Uh, if it's another Wrath Disguise, we're in a lot of trouble. Could just be a way to like get rid of the graveyard or a way to get rid of Giving Needle. So I guess we'll just get Spell Bomb. Just to have another form of graveyard hate. 4 minutes on the clock. Ooh, that was close. Miraculous Rack. David, the hoes are calling me. Oh no, yo. All right, I see you out here. I see you out here, Will. Goddamn, a Will named Slickback over here. Well, we've got 4 minutes to win a game. So who's really winning? Taps. Got his Solitude. Unfortunate. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not able to kill our thing. I wonder if he's going to even try and block with it. Guess not. Fortunately, I think we just got to go ahead and play this now. Yeah, because he's got like the Spell Snare still in hand, so we want to be able to play something underneath it. Have Turok as a blocker. Realistically, we might just like lose to time at this point. Draw land? Shadow Spear. Sure. Let's go ahead and cast a spear. Got anything? Invert Polarity? Oh my god, invert Polarity. Is he taking our spear? He is not. Good for us. Scan with beats. Sweet. Okay, so still 3 minutes. He's in top deck mode. We have so much graveyard hate for the Flage. Going to Great Groceries. Be okay. All right, yo, man, have fun getting groceries. I guess that's how you want to say it. Have fun. Just go ahead and attack. Did you get another Solitude, opponent? Oh, Galvanic Discharge. All right. Takes away from our clock a little bit. We can't cast this work just yet, just because he's still got the Spell Snare in hand. Pithing Needle doing the Lord's work right now. All right, not dead after all. Don't remember if this deck plays something like Wandering Emperor. I'm gonna go ahead and grief this card out to evoke. Don't trigger this trigger on the stack. A Dress Down. Oh wow. So that actually kills our yeah, that kills our construct. That's annoying. Oh, we still get to take a card from the hand? Oh, it just canceled. Oh, okay, I think he did it at the wrong time. Let's go ahead and take this. So I guess we'll be able to get our creature back, but it won't scam him again. That's fine. we're gonna go ahead and go ahead and draw a card with this. Wait, did something happen? Wait, did we? Could we not draw a card? Oh, Narset. Oh, yeah, we messed that one up. Screwed the pooch on that. Forgot about Narset being out. Hopefully that doesn't punish us too badly. Yeah, we literally just could have waited for our opponent's turn to do it. Well, really hoping for a Thoughtseize effect, which is why we did it. So, well, it would have just been a land. Oh, let's go with the beat. As we have to kind of win this game in a minute, anyways. So, we have to kind of cross our fingers and hope our opponent doesn't get anything already. Stink into Stupor. Okay, makes him lose a life. Alright, go ahead and play. Get the spell snare out so we can get our more aggressive stuff. Still a minute. Got a minute to win. It's really hard playing and like streaming at the same time. I want to talk stuff out with you guys. I want you guys to know like what's in my head and everything. Oh, Flage, Flares. Oh, why do you hate me? Even though we've got our opponent down, it may just do it for us. Oh, boo. So we'll wait until the upkeep to spellbomb him. Drew a land. Well, we're in a good spot, but I don't think that we're just gonna have enough time this game to actually be aggressive. That's unfortunate. We were in a good spot this time. Especially with Bowmaster. We're just gonna go ahead and cast it. Let's see what he has. We just need to be aggressive anyways. A subtlety. Oh my god. I'll bottom it. Like, we just need to find other things. Top deck subtlety. Yeah, we got 20 seconds on this game. It's pretty much kind of a loss for us anyways. And he's got to follow up the One Ring. Yeah, we'll give it to your opponent. Oh, super close. A good set of top decks from our opponent there. Yeah, we like falling into the Narset was upsetting a little bit. We should have played that a little better. But honestly, like the way that our opponent was top decking, it may have not have mattered at that point. I guess we would have drawn like some of those like that Bowmaster a little bit earlier, but yeah, you know what? Them's the breaks. We'll just go ahead and play another one. Tough. Yeah, just I'm pressed to say that that was basically the best deck. Well, one of the best decks, if not the best deck in the format. Just having like all of the energy synergy, making all of his cards really board wipe really mana efficient, and kill spells super powerful and mana efficient, along with just having a win con that gains you life and ends the game really early. Yeah, he can't. It's not a bad combination of cards. I'll say that. All right, well, it looks like our opponent's going first. Il Duedu? Is that how you pronounce that? Maybe. This is decent. We're gonna keep it. Because we have a turn one Dothy Voidwalker with this Phyrexian tower. I'm really loving this. The baubles, I guess, fine here. It's just a killer card at that point, right? Okay. And that's pretty good. Alright, just being able to have something early with this. And we got scam, but we don't have the actual black mana to scam. Oh, so surprised to yeah, have my mind on doing one thing. We're gonna start off with Bobble. Start with Bobble, see what I have. We're gonna get a Fatal Push. Okay. Does that make me change my mind about anything? Not really. I think it's just kind of our play. Like we're really already in it already. So we're gonna go ahead and evoke the grief, exiling. Could not dead after all, like my Dolphy later and get it. We'll go ahead and do it like this. Start with the evoke. Who's in his hand? He's got Bolt. Go off, Darcy, Amulet. I think I'll need to take this amulet here. It's not my favorite thing right now. Really don't want to take it, but it's just going to like gain him a ton of advantage later. Whereas we could kind of like kill everything else. But you know, he is on the play. We're gonna cross our fingers and hope the amulet runs out of steam. Because Slick Shot could like possibly just kill us. Yeah, we're gonna use Slick Shot. And then Insective, get 2 mana, Evoke, cast Dolphy and pass. And then if he wants to kill the Dolphin, we can have Flare Malice to stack it. Going to play the Amulet. Sure. Kind of want to make him use this Bolt. I really want to make him use this Bolt here. Another Black Sword. That's why we have so many Urborgs in the deck, because we really like a lot of these just don't like make black mana naturally. So that can be a little frustrating. We'll play the Saga. I guess just go ahead and attack. I could just take out his threats now. That might be correct, to just go ahead and take out the threats now. So I can push the spear. Thought to use the Darcy out of his hand. And hopefully top deck some black sources. Yeah, agreed. Jeskai, Ruby, Storm, Nadu, and then Boros / Mardu deck or top. Yeah, they're certainly the most popular. Still yet to see if they're like the best thing to be doing. I'm sure we'll figure that out this weekend or the Pro Tour. Okay, yeah, he's got his Swift Spear. We're getting cards off of the Amulet, dealing damage to me. Yeah, that's kind of when I wanted to take the Amulet when I could, but I had a feeling that we would just be dead to the Slick Shot show-offs. Just go ahead and bolting me, that's fine. Down to 9. Okay. Gotta land just in time. Alright. Go ahead and pass. What do I know that he has? I think he's used up just about everything. Maybe not the wooded. Maybe he's used that. Yeah, he has probably used the wooded flails at this point. We're going to need this Shadow Spear. We're gonna get off the Urza Saga to put in a lot of work. Take a damage. Let's go ahead and fetch. Down to 7. Luckily, we don't have a lot. We don't have any shock lands that we have to worry about shocking ourselves to, so that's helping us too. Tap. Now the question is, do we just get the bodies? Probably, right? Probably more important to just get the bodies out than getting the life right away. So I can put 2 3/3s out, puts me in a decent spot. Alright. And I think I'll pass. I'll just be defensive right now. Possibility that he just like drew his drew a bolt or some removal spell. So he didn't get the cards. So it's probably like Questing Beast or something like that, if I had to guess. Something that gave him some card advantage, because I think he would have just put the Giganta into his hand if not. It's getting a fetch, or getting a shock. Oh, and plays nothing. Okay. Mishra's Bauble. Okay. So he's trying to set up for a big turn, basically. Well, this time is going to at least help us get back into this game. The Shadow Spear is going to gain us a ton of life. Getting Giganta to hand. Is he going to fetch? No, I guess he's liking what he has on top. I think that he looked at his own hand. It makes the most sense that he looked at his own hand to do that. Yeah, Bobble. Alright, so let's go ahead and play. Sure, we'll still equip onto the Shadow Spear. And let's go ahead and attack with one of these. Still hold up the blocker. Luckily, we can still like get them with Flare of Denial or Flare of Malice when they play the Giganta. So that's good. A bolt on this. We kind of. Do I want to use up my Flare Malice now to kill the Swift Spear? Or just save it for the Giganta? But then we won't have like another creature to I guess we'll be able to play the Dolphy and then like use it. So that's something. Okay, we'll allow this. I'll allow it. Alright, what you got? And also, if we get another land, we can also save our Dolphy with Not Dead After All before the Flare Malice. Yeah, so he's gonna go for the Giganta here. As was written. Yep, Giganta. Man, Giganta decks are like so sweet. Oh, they're so good. I kind of want to be a Giganta deck. I was thinking about doing like Jund Saga Van, except like not either not being just red black for the energy package, or like uh only splashing green for a few things. I think we're still on the same game plan, even though it's unfortunate that we can't save it with not dead after all. Yeah. If we drew a land, we could have also just played the Flare Malice, which would have been good too. I also don't. Do I have to sacrifice this thing right away? Is another question. Yeah, because I want to like be attacking to gain life. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack with construct. Get to gaining life here. Come to 8, 12. Two cards in hand. Two of the best cards in this deck. Galvanic Iteration. Boo. Or Galvanic Discharge. Unfortunate. I don't want to make him. I would sack it for mana to like kind of bait him, but I want him to use his energy so he's not using it for the unstable amulet. Ooh, Underworld Breach. Oh man, not looking great. This is not looking great. I wish we could have gotten that Dolphy, kept the Dolphy that we had out for longer. So it definitely would have insulated us against this breach. Yeah, and then we take damage from the amulet. Pretty much like anytime you cast a spell from other than your hand, you take damage, which makes like amulet really good in these aggressive decks. On top of just being like a great card advantage engine for energy. Alright, is they just going to keep doing it over and over? So, no. I'm at 11. Okay, Galvanic Discharge. Okay. So I'm guessing he liked whatever he had on top of the deck. Because he's just going to pump it. Okay, is it 5? Exile, play a land. Okay. And does Bolt kill me? Bolt doesn't kill me, right? He exiled this Bolt. But he could just cast back a Swift Spear. Oh, he's going to discharge again. Okay, deal a damage. Get your energy. Okay. Sure. Taken 6. Hoping for the Nethergoyf here. If we get Nethergoyf, we're able to just like play it and strap on our Shadow Spear and be back in the game, unless they like draw a Bolt or something. Obviously, that's what would be bad for us. Nethergoyf? Well, they just got it off the top. All right. Concede. All right, next. So, I want to bring in the Anoint with Affliction. It's just more removal. Toxic Deluge. Could bring in a Liliana. Doesn't have like too many creatures. Then Shieldred possibly to gain. We'll see what we're gonna be taking out. I think we kind of want the Graveyard Hate and the Hell Spellbomb. Cut. Pithing Needles probably. Yeah, I mean it's still unstable amulet, but that's fine. Like I don't think we absolutely need it. We want our scam effects. Possibly not Thoughtseize. Could see myself cutting Thoughtseize. These decks have like a lot of 2-from-1s. It's honestly like Thoughtseize isn't the worst because it like takes away their setup, but maybe we can like be a more controlling mid-range deck. Put these in. Even shave the Inquisition of Kozilek. I kind of like everything else. Okay, I guess we'll try that. Then Bobble fueled. I think it's probably more important in this matchup to fuel the Goyf faster so that it can get out of bolt range. So I think Bobble's gonna be good here. Uh we can do better, unfortunately. I think we can probably do better than this. It's important for us to kind of have like some interaction, but we do get like Urza Saga and are able to make tokens and then have our graveyard hate already. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We're going a little bit bigger post board anyway, so we kind of want to hit our lands. So this is fine. It doesn't have turn one Thoughtseize or interaction, but I guess we've got like Spell Bomb to like start taking away Delirium early on, or putting stuff in the graveyard, and Dothy for like an early clock, and again keeping the graveyard clear so they don't go off with their things. Imagine this deck gets like a little bit slower in these fair matchups anyways. But shock, alright. Attune with Aether. Are you that desperate to like get energy in your deck to play Attune with Aether? I mean, Attune is fine, right? I don't know if Attune with Aether is a modern playable card. I'm sorry. We're just gonna go ahead and cast a Dolphy and get a clock. I mean, they didn't establish a clock first, so we're gonna go ahead and establish ours. You can stop holding on their upkeep for now. Yeah, sure. They have all the energy in the world. 2 cards. There's another Tomb with Aether. Another removal spell, probably. Ooh, I'm not dead after all. How many 1 mana removal spells are we banking on our opponent having? Nah. Kind of going down on card advantage. They have like so much like good spot removal already. I think we're just gonna go ahead and pass it. And see what they do. Or not dead after all can just like be a combat trick in this spot. It's going to bolt me. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure that they probably have like bolt, galvanic, just all of the spot removal. Unstable amulet. The card doesn't draw a card, right? Deals a damage to just an opponent. Okay. Stable, sure. Get your energy. And then a Mishra's Bauble. Okay. Well, we played a Bauble. Alright. See if he cracks the Bauble now. He does crack the Bauble. Like, see what he wants to have on top. Bowmasters. He's most likely got removal. Oh, he didn't have it. Unless he's just saving it. Which is even more interesting. Go ahead and play Urza Saga now. I think we're going to be wanting to Saga it up pretty soon. Yeah, the good thing about Urza Saga in this deck is that you're not super prized into playing it right away. It's really like your like late game card advantage card. so you can kind of wait to play everything else before deploying it. We'll go ahead and cast the Grief here. I don't know if our opponent's just like sixing past our cards or what. Always healed. Okay. A lava dart. Targeting the Grief? Okay. Is he wanting to kill it? And... Oh, okay. Did he just make a wrong target? That's I guess so. All right, well, we'll take it. We will take it. All right, going to the next game. Yeah, just running it back. I don't think I too terribly missed anything. I think we're kind of in the same spot. Yeah, all of that same stuff still applies. I haven't actually seen our Nethergoyf for the past couple games. It's interesting. Well, I think this is fine. Skylands. Two fatal pushes already draw a Shadow Spear. We'll go ahead and keep it. Okay. They play Swift Spear. Getting in with the kicks. Taking it. Toxic Deluge. Just got all of the spot removal. We'll just go ahead and pass to him. I don't know how much, like, protection he's running. He doesn't have green, so all of, like, the main forms of protection are kind of out here. Ampteraptor? Revealing another Ampteraptor. Okay. Well, it looks like our Deluge is going to be pretty decent. This isn't exactly what I want to see on the play. I'll go ahead and push this here. Another push. So question. Do we want to simply play the Dothy? And then if he doesn't have a 2-power creature later on, then if we draw land, Toxic Deluge. That's risky. So we'll take 4 and 1 off the Deluge, but we'll be able to save cards in hand. I don't think I really feel the need to fire off this Grief, especially without scamming it. I'm gonna try that. We're gonna see if we draw the land. If not, then we just have like double push or whatever. His hand could like also just be like a bunch of another Ampteraptor. And he's just trying to just gain a ton of card advantage. All right, Bolt. 2 with Aether. All right. 2 with Aether, I guess, like powers up these Ampteraptors, but I just don't think that that's relevant. All right. Hit me for 4. You played your outs, guys. You played your outs. All right. Please don't have anything crazy, opponent. Let us Now play a fair game of Magic. Even if he's got like one drops from here on, I think we're perfectly fine with that. Getting a Giganta to hand. That's a good sign. He doesn't have anything to play. Hmm. Huh. I think I'm just going to play this Shadow Spear and pass. Because next turn we can, if they decide that they just have another land and play the Giganta, we can simply use Grief to convoke out and get something from their hand, and then use Flare to, in response to like the Grief Convoke trigger, to kind of get our value from it. Not quite a scam, but I mean, it's still like getting some value out of it. Okay, so they got their land. So the Giganta is coming down. Alternatively, if they just have okay. So we can kind of like do that without fear of too much punishment. So we're gonna convoke this out. Both on top. Go ahead and take the unstable amulet. Cast, sack this. Sack your guy. Alright, put this even. And now we have double Fatal Push to protect us from any top deck creatures. The problem is it's not going to help us if they just like rattle off like Amp Raptors or Unstable Amulets to really get back into the game. Alright, well, that's good. Good stuff, good stuff. Interesting. So are they just going to Lava Dart it? Okay. They're just... Alright. I am fine with that. Go ahead. Deal the damage to me. Is he going to go off? Okay. Still fine. This is like making him use up card advantage, which is what I like. Or not quite card advantage, but just like his options. Like he's going to just like sack his lands to ping me and think that this Swiss Spear is going to deal a lot of damage to me. So does he have another one? He does. Will he use the other one? He will not. Go ahead and push. So that's good for us. Hopefully we... Alright, so the best thing that we can draw here is a Nethergoyf to strap our Shadow Spear onto. So now it's just a matter of top decking. Alright, Mishra's Bobble. This is going to target, it's going to target me. See what I'm going to draw. And draw your pathetic card, Yugi. Earth Sokka. Okay. Not a creature right away, but we'll deal with it. It's up to 2 creatures. Both of them being pretty strong, we'll be able to have like a 5/5 life flinker in the next 2 turns to attack with. An Amped Raptor, okay. Honestly, I hope that he just finds like a burn spell or something. He's gonna be able to cast anything. Party Thrasher, that is an interesting one. And then a Tune with Aether. Alright. So this card's basically going to give him a ton of like card selection, essentially. Which we kind of don't want. So we'll go ahead and kill this guy. Get that guy out of here. No need in making his draws any better. Drew probably the best possible card that we could. I can't. No, right? Yeah. There's no need to like play it right away, I guess. So, well, actually, I do kind of want to. Let me get back to my second main. I can like play Bowmaster, hit this, and then strap the Shadow Spear onto it. Kind of like that. But he does have like Lava Dart. You know what? If he wants to use his Lava Dart on this, then he can. Alright, it's an instant outland. Go ahead and equip onto. Sure, let's go with the work. I was trying to bait him into using his Lava Dart, but I guess he did not want to. Tar Fire, okay. I'm just gonna make the guy. Yeah, sure. We'll just make the guy. Trigger. We're going to get a Soul Guide Lantern from his graveyard. We're gonna try and exile his Lava Dart and make him respond by casting it. And then we can protect our guy in response, our Bowmaster. Nice. And now we are back, kind of comfy and cozy. I'm gonna cross our fingers at this point, because Underworld Breach is gonna be annoying. Yeah, it's gonna draw him some cards, but you know what? If he's got it, he's got it. Ooh, okay, Destructive Revelry. Nice. Okay. Makes our stuff weaker and keeps me from gaining life, which is unfortunate. We'll go ahead and cast this to the body. Yeah. Because Bowmaster can be an effective blocker against a extra threat. Could have used a bobble, I guess, to see like what exactly he was going to draw. Okay, do a Dragon's Race Channeler. Trying to prioritize that. So he's got a removal spell on top. Okay. No, perfect, perfect. All right. So now we can play Spellbomb. We have 2 forms of Graveyard Hate against him now. And then we will attack with everything. Because we know he has removal. We could have held back. We should have held back maybe one blocker because we knew he's got removal. Okay. And he's got removal coming, so yeah, and it will be enough to kill the Goyf, so that'll be annoying. Or we could have made him block with the Dragon's Race Channeler. Did not think about that, but that's fine. We'll still make him have it unblocked. And we'll go ahead and exile the grave. Okay. That's to use the mana. Drew land. We'll take 1 from this. And draw. Cool. Drew the Bowmaster. We're just gonna go ahead and play the Bowmaster here. If I deal a damage to him, does that kill him? It does not. And he's just gonna scoop to that anyways. Alright, sweet. On to the next one. So that was first game against Jeskai, got 1-2, and then this one against Jun Prowess, or not Jun, but Gruul Prowess, and 2-1. So these have been really, really close games. Alright, going first. See what our hand looks like. It is not the greatest. Possible that I just want to mulligan this. What companion do you have? So I think like when I see these like Giganta as a companion, I just automatically think that the deck is like either a combo or an aggro deck. And our deck is not like really good. It's not like particularly good against either. Dolphy can be like pretty good against like some of the decks that this is good against. So maybe we'll keep it. We'll keep it against kind of my better judgment, but I think most of the time, like with Giganta decks, except for like Affinity, maybe like they're a little graveyard dependent as well. So we kind of want the Dolphy for that. And Nethergoyf will just be good against aggressive decks, anyways. I think Needle might. I don't know if it'll be dead, but could possibly get something. Alright. So let's start off. I'm getting a swamp. Play Nethergoyf and pass. And we'll see what our opponent is on. Mountain. So possibly the same matchup. Quite right. Dragon Rage Channeler. I think I want to just go ahead and deploy this Dolphy while I can. Do I want to fetch? No, there's no need to fetch. I'll just go ahead and play then Dolphy. Get in there with the. Do I want to get in there with another Nethergoyf? Maybe I just want to leave it back as a blocker. Yeah, we'll leave it back as a blocker. And like our life total is gonna be more precious than theirs. Yeah. Some slick shot show off. Okay. Shadow Spear, that's what I like to see. Our Thoughtseize is kind of losing a little bit of value though, so I think that we want to just go ahead and deploy it. Also grows our Goyf. Threaten to make it a 3/4 next turn. Oh. Probably better to just take the Gigantic Growth. It's just like presenting the most amount of damage right now. Play Urborg. Still nothing to call on this Pithing Needle. I could just preemptively call Unstable Amulet in this matchup. Or even like Mishra's. Well, we kind of have our own Mishra's bauble, so I kind of don't want to call that. Uh, uh unstable, stable amulet, just so you can't get card advantage going. Play this. Go ahead and attack with the just the Void Walker. It's either that or both the Nethergoyf and the Void Walker. Lava Dart kind of keeps me from wanting to block with this Nethergoyf. It'll block like the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Guess that's fine. I just think they're just like way more. It behooves them to be like way more aggressive than I am. Which is why I'm attacking this way. But we already do have the Shadow Spear. It may just be right to just like go ahead and be the aggressor in this matchup. Playing 2 mana. Another Slick Shot show off. Alright. Okay. So holding back a Slick Shot here. Well, we know that they have like 2 cards that they have in their hand. I may just go ahead and just play this Grief still. Down to 15. Just go ahead and take cards out of their hand. Like leave them with less options. It's either the Lava Dart or the just take the Lava Dart, right? Like Lava Dart is gonna be one of their better cards. They have exiled, nothing that I care to play. So we'll go ahead and attack. Yeah, go ahead and attack with this. Now they're in top deck mode, and we have Shadow Spear. The Dragon's Rage Channeler. So tons and tons of creatures. Oh. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. And then there's a Saga. Alright. So play Urza Saga. And I think we're going to go ahead and equip the Shadow Spear onto the Dolphy. And attack. And we'll simply attack with it. Just hold back blockers. I think one of the biggest ways that we're going to lose is possibly them rattling off some spells or having like removal to get in with attacks. Amped Raptor, alright. Galvanic Discharge. Alright, and he's going to get a lot of triggers. What's the target for this? So it's the Dolphy. Okay. So he's just trying to get the Dolphy off the board. I can see that. Yeah, nothing we really want to do in response. Attacking with the 2 show-offs. Down to 11. Okay, so I have enough mana to animate and do that. We also have Flare of Denial. This Flare of Denial looks good if we want to block some, if we want to kill something in response to them killing our own creature. Either way, I think I'll go ahead and equip Shadow Spear onto the Grief and get aggressive. Yeah, we do kind of have to end the game pretty quickly. I think like being able to gain life will negate out a few of their attacks. And we still have like the Urza Saga token to create. Another Amped Raptor. Alright. What did he get? Swift Spear. They have a buco ton of creatures. Oh my god. Alright, getting in the air. But we're gonna have a ton of blockers on our side of the board. And some decently sized ones at that. Hey, Dothy. Yeah, I'm still just going to make the guy. And then... I don't know what I want to get here. Maybe just a Mithras Bauble? Think so. Yeah, just get Mithras Bauble, grows our Tarmogoyf. Let's go ahead and put this out. I didn't think about the Amped Raptors there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I should have thought about that a lot more. You know what? I could have used the Flare Malice there, too. Yeah, I really screwed the pooch on that one. Let's go ahead and see what they draw. Just drawing a Bobble. So Bobble is going to pump these Flick Shot show-offs. You're going to get a lot of triggers. Get a lot of things. Just 6 through this turn at this point. Well, actually, we don't quite want to 6 through it. No, we can 6 through it. With the show-offs, yep. Sure. Drew another Nethergoyf. Okay. That's decent. So let's start off by... let's equip the Nethergoyf with this. Okay. 4. Attack with these two. It could have also like equipped it to Dothy there, but I think we'll just equip with both of those. Double blocking there again. So you have like another removal spell? It deals the first strike damage to it. Okay, and then bolts it. So much stuff. Okay. You know what's even more worse that like they can just simply sack one of their raptors to just Flare of Denial if I do it in response. That's even more annoying. Okay. Is there a way that I can gain life from it? I don't think so. So I simply won't. Yeah, not doing that before really messed me up there. So we'll play another Nethergoyf. And unfortunately, I can't just fetch to equip the Shadow Spear here. That would just like possibly leave me dead. I don't know like what they left on top, and they probably left something decent on top. Attack with all? Yeah. So let's start by maybe blocking the cheapest creatures. Mm. I think we're probably just dead here anyways. Maybe not. Oh, I messed up, right? Yeah, I should have done it before damage. Well, I guess it would have been. It wouldn't have really mattered anymore then. Yeah, I'll just concede that. No, I really, yeah, I messed that game up. That was a bad one. You don't have the fetch. Oh, right. You're right. Yeah, I didn't have the fetch because I had a Reborg out. I kind of missed. I think I got like a little tilted on that game. Uh, did not see a lot of lines since like not seeing that double block with the Raptor really threw me off my game. Uh, thanks for the acknowledgement. Leg Bob. So let's go ahead and just plow ahead. Sideboard, kind of like we did before. I think this was our board. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was our board. Taking out like the hand hate and pithing needle as well. Okay. Run it back. Oh. Yes, I would like to play first. I might need some water. Lots of decisions this league. This was a rough one. Not making great decisions, but they've been in front of us. I think like we could have reasonably won. I guess every game but maybe the Just I game. Like that was that opponent just like top take like a god in those games. But that last one for sure we could have. Okay, so draw cards. Graveyard Hate, Bugmaster, Saga, Shieldred. We'll try it. We'll go with it. Like I said, like before, like opponent's probably gonna be like a lot slower in these post games. So we're not like too crazy worried. Hmm. Let's go ahead and play this tapped. No need to play a spell bomb first turn. It's like more of a later card anyways, and just save the life with this. Oh, opponent has a lot to think about. A lot to think about. I'm gonna type this out. So we can just have that to the side and know that our opponent's gonna play with it sometime. Okay. Start off with the bobble and inform their fetch. Oh, it's targeted me with it anyways. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw your card. What do I have? They're thinking. Do they have effects on my turn? Possibly. Ah, okay. No, so no effects. Right. Well, let's go ahead and play a land and pass. Hold up the Bowmasters. Okay, kept it on top. Tap in 2. Plots the slick shot show off. All right. Throw the Bowmaster out there. So I kind of want to get a Toxic Deed. Well, that card's gonna be fine later, but not right now, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and play the Saga. Look at our land drops. Hopefully we get another land and be able to play the Shieldred next turn. Let's just go ahead and just get our Spell Bomb out here. And get aggressive. Sure. I wonder if they're going to go for a big turn with the show off this year. They might be scared of like what we have, us having open mana. An Amped Raptor, alright. To hit off the Amped Raptor, hit another show off. Nice, nice. Playing another show off, okay. Attack them both. Got no blocks. A Lava Dart. That is kind of what the doctor ordered, honestly. So let's go ahead and, first off, not dead after all. Resolve that. And then but Flare of Denial now, this is I get this has been like the most awkward that Flare of Denial has been, because like I kind of want to bring that back and ping the Raptor. Trigger. Ping the Raptor. And now I'll just take this, maybe. Yeah, you know, I think that I'll take this. Could have saved some life, but I don't think I was too worried about it. Do I want to... I'm thinking about if I want to like nil Spell Bomb just to draw the card and guarantee that I get the Shieldred next turn. Or like have a better guarantee that I get the Shieldred next turn. I think I will. I've got other graveyard hate, so I don't absolutely need it to be now. Okay, we were gonna naturally draw it. Okay. That's fine, but we want to just go ahead and get this Shieldred down. Have it gain us some life. See if he'll commit more to the board. A galvanic iteration, sure. Will he double spell to try and get rid of it? I'm guessing so. Another galvanic iteration. Okay. And then bolting me just to guarantee that I die? Alright. Well, let's go ahead and sack this thing. Sack the Shieldred. Get rid of one of these things so I'm not just dead this turn. Unfortunately, feels like a little bit of a waste. Could have very well just toxic deluge these like shots away. Could have just like let the Bowmaster die, and yeah, been able to get the slick shots off the battlefield. So now I'm gonna go to 1. Does he have engrave? I just have to like hope that he doesn't have a burn spell in hand. Feels so unlikely. I can't do both, right? No. Go ahead and play this. Equals 2. Just like any burn spell kills me here. Well, it's all you. Go ahead and show it to me. It's a spear. Another haste threat. Okay, well, alright. He didn't need to do. He didn't need to go so hard, but he did. Yeah, that was not a great game. We could have definitely played that game better. Let's get that game to the league. So 1-2 now. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I prioritize Shieldred too much against some decks. It's probably just right to like Toxic Deluge away the Slick Shot Show Offs. They just deal so much damage so quickly. Yeah. It would have been perfectly fine. Just basically reset the game at that point. Yeah, both games I think we were probably we were in a good position to win if we played smarter. This one, it's like Thoughtseize. It doesn't really do. I guess it has like the Saga on 3, so I guess that's fine. Or Saga activation on 3. Oh, I'll keep it. Opponent's going first. We have like another draw. Not extremely motivated this one. Okay, playing against another Thoughtseize deck possibly. Inquisition. Maybe White Black Scam, maybe Mardu. We haven't played, it's been all meta decks. We'll say that. Like, lots and lots of meta decks. Another land. Fetch. Okay, so kind of two cards I kind of don't want to see. So, a Johnny's rough already. It is already a 2-for-1. Having both Ocelot Pride and Guide of Souls is also rough because they're just going to be able to gain a life and then instead make a token and then do that pretty much every single turn if they keep drawing cards. Johnny becoming a planeswalker is probably just the most threatening thing. If he doesn't gain life, this Ocelot Pride is just like really bad though. So I may just take this guy to Souls so he can't double spell me. Maybe that's reasonable. Kind of kills his Ocelot Pride if I take away his way to gain life. So kind of thoughts uses 2 cards in a sense. I'm just trying to like rationalize all of this in my head because I'm already on the downswing. Alright, so it is Mardu. I'm gonna play a Johnny. Okay. We can just kill a Johnny. Also, like, where you can kill a Johnny with, like, Flare Malice. If we actually draw the cards to do so. Well, we'll go ahead and play the Urza Saga. Play Shadow Spear and pass. Slap Ride. Oh, Wassalot Pride itself also has lifelink. Another thing I kind of forgot about, honestly. Ocelot. Oh, that card's annoying. And we're drawing lands. And I'm already in a bad mood. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I think I'm just going to fetch to get the lands out of my deck. We have a decent blocker in the Urza the construct token, since it's going to be a 2/2, but it's also going to we can't block any of his creatures because of a Johnny. It was probably just right to just take the Johnny. I should have just like gone my gut. Oh, boo. He saw the line. This turn into it just makes tokens, so they just really replace themselves. Another land. I think I just have to kill this a Johnny this turn. Just it's threatening like so much advantage here. Guess we'll just get the Soul Guide Lantern to keep him from getting back his Flodgy. Whoosh. Cool, very cool of you. Ew. Big land. Play Flare. We kind of found a way to deal with this board. feel like this is like got nothing to do with it. Like other losing has nothing to do with that deck. It's definitely all us in this league. You've been making some poor decisions on this one. Is he going to get the city's blessing from this thing? Is that what's going to happen? Am I going to die to this Ocelot Pride? I guess that's something. Alright. That my opponent doesn't have all the removal in the world. Can I play my land for the turn? Yeah, I did play my land for the turn. Block for me, Goy. He's got the city's blessing. So let's see. If you have the city's blessing for each token you control that enter the battlefield this turn, create a copy of that token. So he just makes more 1/1s. Got some fun with that. I really just need to draw cards. Like Flage is like just Flage. Like it's just going to be an issue. I think I just have to go ahead and try and draw out of this. Okay. More lands. More useless cards. Let's play. We just simply can't attack, right? I guess we could Takanuma and cross our fingers to hope to hit another Nethergoyf. Doesn't feel great. I'm just going to pass. They're Ocelot Pride. Bowmasters would be really nice here too, as well. Or Bowmasters as well. We'll take. Go ahead. She's just gonna make 2 tokens from it. I think that's how that works. Nice. Got the Bowmasters. It's going to help. I'm just going to go ahead and fetch. Get that other swamp out of the hand. Oh. I didn't think we were in a winning position, but I guess our opponent thought so. All right. I guess we'll take it. Free wins. Free win. Oh, I thought that we were still in a really, really bad spot there. Okay. I wonder what this guy was thinking. Toxic Deluge for sure. Liliana doesn't feel that. And Liliana, the more I look at like some of Liliana just doesn't feel that great. You know, just does not feel great. Possibly Turok. They do have like a lot of white creatures, and I guess protecting from Flage. Anoint with Affliction can exile Flage, even though that's not entirely how I want to do it. So we can do that. And is this where this may be where we want to just cut the stuff like Not Dead after all? Because we really want to just try and play a fair game with them. Their deck is like it does have like a lot of like early 2-for-1s, which is annoying, but if we approach it like the scam matchup, we kind of just want to make all of our cards live. Could also be that I think we can cut the needle as well. So we'll be bringing in 6. You kind of want everything else. Everything else is at least decent. The game is going to go long anyway, so like Not Dead after all is not super important to get off. Could also just be Bobble that makes the cut. Wouldn't and submit this. I think it's like usually more right to like just get those. And then if like we don't get hit, like our opponent like sideboards in graveyard hate, then we don't get hit by it as much. This is like an okay mid-range hand. Like doesn't feel great, especially like having two artifacts with like our Urza Saga already on. Like Dothy doesn't do that much. We're gonna go ahead and mulligan this. Oh well, we need lands to play, but yeah, let's mulligan again. And we'll keep it. This will be alright. And just mostly putting back the Grief and the Dothy. Yeah, I think Grief and Dothy. Like Orcish Bowmaster is going to be important if they get like Onslaught Pride or turn one or something. Provide us with like the most advantage. They Ocelot Pride. Yep, Ocelot Pride on one. Surprisingly, a little surprised that they kept an Ocelot Pride. I would think it would be like kind of the worst card in the matchup. Pithing Needle, Amped Raptor, or that. As annoying as Pithing Needle is for our Urza Saga, I think we want to just take out one of these Amped Raptors. It just gains them like a ton of advantage. And then we can just hold off from playing. I don't know, Urza Saga is kind of our long game thing too. That's a little annoying. I think I gotta take the needle here. If we just like rattle off a bunch of sagas, then it'll be really, really bad for us for coming back. Because we'll just have a bunch of like pseudo dead sagas. Aren't really doing anything. Amped Raptor is like fine. Like it's annoying, sure, but I mean, like taking that like also takes yeah, taking the Pithing Needle just makes our Urza Sagas like it's our kind of way of like fighting this long game plan. I don't know. It makes whatever I'm saying makes sense in my head. So I apologize if it's not transferring over. You guys get what I'm talking about. It's all right. You guys know what I'm talking about. Just playing pass. Hope that he attacks with the Ajani, even though he's been smart enough not to already. How much loyalty does Ajani come out with? Yeah. Thought sees me. Sure. I mean, he's going to see two Orcish Bowmasters, I guess. Maybe he'll take one of them. He did attack. He had like a bolt in hand, right? Or something, yeah. That's still fine, though. Yeah, just I have to get rid of the Ajani. Like, I can't like take any chances with this thing. The Ajani is just like guaranteed, like going to kill us. Everything else I can, you know, try and manage on my own. If he didn't just have like the bolt in hand, you know, we'd just be able to ping like off lot pride or something. Another Ocelot Pride. So even better. Okay. Making 2 tokens. You had the city's blessing like really early in this game. There's nothing. Sure. Play Dolphy. Might as well leave it up as a blocker, right? Plus we can't attack past the first striker. It's gonna be really hard to like beat these types of decks. Like these decks are just gaining so much. Like everything in the deck is a 2-for-1, and they're like super resilient and gain so much advantage when you play them. And when playing against fair decks, that's exactly what you want all of your cards to be doing. It's just like constantly like 2-for-1ing an opponent, running them out of resources, and winning that game. Uh, and this Mardu deck is really good at that. All right. He's probably the one to get the city's blessing on this point. Hoping for like a toxic deluge here. Oh, so it triggered. Oh, right, because the city's blessing is like a static effect, basically. Toxic deluge? No. No, we'll skip to that. Yes, you win, opponent. Next game. And I think everything I feel like it might want to stay the same. Maybe I feel like these baubles just like aren't doing. I think that I'd rather be scamming than like having like bauble. Like it just doesn't trigger anything. It only grows the Goyf, but like most of our opponent's removal will just kill the Goyf anyways. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut it. I think I'm like kind of off of bauble, and without Dragon Rage Channeler, it just does not feel that impressive because we're not like really concerned that much with getting Delirium on. Like as long as like our Goyf is above like a 3-4 or above, then I think that we're happy. So there's no real reason to turbo it out. This just doesn't have like any black mana. It's like makes like yeah, this is like again like while we have like Urborg in this deck, like the mana is can be like a little awkward with Urza Sagas and definitely with Tower now, right? We can't play any of these. We'll just mulligan. Plus it doesn't have like a scam either. A one lander. Nothing going on. Sure, we'll just mulligan. Hopefully we hit a scam. We did not. But we gotta keep this. So we'll do I guess not dead after all, and maybe Goy. Do you want to be able to like heal some of his stuff? It's just most of his stuff is like 2-for-1. I guess yeah, it'll kill a Johnny, I guess. So that's something. So putting back this. We're on to play. I think that we may just want to go ahead and maintain the clock, possibly. Sure. Wow, our opponent actually mulliganed to 4. Oh my god. I guess that was the way that we were going to win this game, right? The mole, our opponent just has to do worse than us. Skip the swamp, red and falsies. See what you kept. We'll go ahead and take the amped raptor. It's like one of his main ways of getting back into this game. Yeah, Guide of Souls is whatever. Like we can simply just we can deal with Guide of Souls. Not concerned with that. I'll just go ahead and play a land. So you want to be able to get full advantage out of our Urza Saga. So we'll just start off with that. That should be all the cards we know. We got another Guide of Souls. Okay. Gets aggressive. Doesn't have. Okay. I was thinking if he had the energy to do anything about that. Play the Bowmaster. Sure, we'll go ahead and ping this. Because it's possible that he drew a push. I'm just going to go ahead and throw both in front. It's probably obviously going to get rid of the worker. This deck doesn't draw that many cards anyway, so Billmaster kind of loses a lot of value after the first initial ping. Well, we could have like protected it with not dead after all, but we can just protect our Nethergoyf here. Equally as good. And the push, yeah, I had a feeling that he had something like that. So we'll go ahead and save it. Attack. Sure. Now Guide of Souls is going to be a little annoying because once he gets he's going to get the trigger from this. You get a creature and then gain an energy. So next time he attacks with a creature, he's going to be able to pump it. It's a fun attack, right? I'm going to attack, pay 3 energy, put 2 counters on it, and flying. Becomes an angel. Okay. Just like chumps with the cat token. Puts counters on the Ocelot Bride. Gonna be making cat tokens every turn anyway, so maybe we want to just like keep his creatures down. It keeps its creature count down, I guess, for the city's blessing. So maybe that's all right. Yep. This attacks with the Ocelot Pride. Gives it flying, right? Auto, sure. Yep, nice. Nice stuff. 218. Wait, does it give it life? Oh, right, because it additionally just has lifelink, right? Yeah, so it's just going to be a pain in the ass the whole time. Wish Black had like a way of this one had like a way of just tutoring up a kill spell. Drill land. The MO is still kind of the same. Get the Shadow Spear. This will at least be able to get through for trample. And then not quite race the Ocelot, but I guess it at least like puts me ahead on damage, possibly. Alright, let's attack. But both? I don't want to attack just all. I mean, these things probably aren't attacking. Just lead back to army and this. As he just blocks with 3, but I'd be glad to trade with the Guide of Souls if he wants to. So another push. Galvanic Discharge. Sure. Feels more Toxic Deluge would be really amazing. Toxic Deluge would be the bee's knees right now, and definitely way better than Damnation. Because the Damnation, we wouldn't be able to keep our one. It would be we wouldn't be able to cast it. Two, we just wouldn't be able to keep our Tarmogoyf or Nethergoyf or whatever. Okay, so next turn he's gonna be able to get 2 guys. Give me. I guess I'm at least putting more damage out than he's giving me. Right, because he's attacking for 7, or excuse me, for 3 each turn, or excuse me, 6. Got 6 because he's gonna make another thing a flyer. I'll be dealing 1 more point of damage. I can't block it anyway, so like there's really no point. I don't think there's any point to me like moving over the Shadow Spear to another creature. Oh. Oh, Johnny. Oh boy. Johnny is so good. Trigger, yep. Man, this guy that Souls here is putting in work. So he's just going to load up more onto it. Okay. See that. That's fine. Got a Johnny, so like really, like if I go all in and kill this Ocelot, or if I kill this Ocelot, then he's able to, let's see, if you, he doesn't have a red permanent, so he can't deal damage to me, luckily, but he is able to just make tokens. Yep, make a guy. Is that the City's Blessing? Yes, it is the City's Blessing. Lots of tokens, lots of life. All right, here we go. Toxic Deluge. It's not Toxic Deluge. I don't think I could just let up an attack though. I think I just got to go ahead and. Yep, so he's going to block with 2 of those. Interesting. I don't know why he's blocking with 2. On a trigger on the stack, I'll just simply cast this. Chat's been pretty solid. You guys have been really chilling. You guys are cooking dinner or reading a nice book. Hopefully, it's not just me struggling for my life here. I hope it's not just that. Oh my god. What is Oh, what? What is he going to do? Somebody's going to like put it on himself, right? Yeah. So that's a thing. All right. So that's 8 that can't be blocked. Guess we'll see what he has. Does he have like a Bowmaster? Oh, it makes some sense. Oh. Wear and tear. Okay. Oh, there goes like our life gain. Yeah, and then like it had a damage marked on it, so it dies as well. Or the token dies as well. Now we really need Toxic Deluge. Like, it's not even funny anymore. Man, this Moldifor by our opponent was just really good. Just these two together, like, just nutty professors. But that is it for us. Okay. Yeah, I really hope to see more. See that Toxic Deluge. You know, like I think like 2 Toxic Deluge is correct, especially in this meta where like uh Merfolk and its Mardu deck, and so many like the creature decks that you want to be playing against, or that you're going to be playing against, like really get punished by getting their board wiped. Uh, Yawgmoth not as much, but I mean it does some. It still like does something against Yawgmoth, and especially like Nadu and stuff. So I think you want more of those, more actual board wipes. But we're gonna play this last one, see if we can at least get like 50 play points out of the deal. Too a little rough. This is a little rough league. Like definitely in the middle of it. Did not turn out great, and that's all. That's kind of on our part too. Hopefully, when we play this deck again, my notes right now, like I don't think that the baubles are super necessary. Just like one not being able to like get any value except for just like thinning and drawing cards with them, but doesn't feel that great. And then I don't know, you like I just didn't find the need to want to grow the Tarmogoyf that fast uh in a lot of matchups. Uh Maybe if we were running like red too, like for uh Dragon Rage channel, I could see it. Possibly. I think we might try that next week is try to play something like Jun Saga Van or Red Black kind of Saga Van that is more reliant on like the energy package of like Raptor, Galvanic Discharge, and Unstable Amulet to be like our long game plan. And then everything else is just like super efficient, good cards, and Urza Saga. So I'll go first. Playing S Robin or Srobin for short. Uh, Not sure what we're playing against. If it's a graveyard deck, then this seems great. But if not, then it's not amazing. I want to play. I'll keep it. Like, I guess like for some of the like decks in the format, like having a lot of graveyard hate's gonna be really good. We just kind of have to cross our fingers, and then like if it's not great, if it's like aggro deck, then we have Flare Malice. So, oh well. Soul Guide Lantern's kind of a cantrip anyways, so we'll just go ahead and play that out. When you played last round, Mardu. So far, I don't think there's anything crazy that we've changed or that our last like the originator of this deck would have really disapproved of. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, good. Good that we kept like our graveyard date then, because we were playing against the Nethergoyf deck. So this is going to be pretty decent. And what I could do. I wonder if I want to just pass. Hmm. Well, I can always like do it later, so we'll just go ahead and play Dolphy. Keep him from getting more cards into the graveyard. So what are we playing against? Possibly Death Shadow. Could be like a blue-black scam deck because he's not running Gigant. Well, not that he actually he couldn't catch a Giganta anyway. So, we can probably rule out like a Grixis Death Shadow type deck. Taking a Nethergoyf, sure. Fetching with Delta. That's all a push. Sure, no need to waste it, right? We'll just go ahead and could just let this resolve on one card in hand. Or no, one mana open. I think we could just like get our thing out of it. No, we've just gotta wait to like deal with the Nethergoyf already with Bowmaster and Soul Guide Lantern, so I'm just going to let him kill it. Another Nethergoyf. Okay. I think I might just go ahead and do it while he's tapped out. Play Bowmaster. Trigger, target it. Exile the graveyard. double block. You could just also like scam it if he so chooses. Would 2 for 1 him if he does. I'll just allow it. And stuff like Bobble. I kind of want to keep my Bowmaster around. Sure. Touching end step or doesn't really matter that much, but I guess it keeps him from it keeps us from drawing our lands constantly. Oh, let's go ahead and play to Dothy. Let's see what he does. Drown in the lock. Killing our thing. That's annoying, but sure. There's nothing we could really do about that. Just attack with both. Kill this. Drown and a lock. Yeah, all right. Take another 2. Really no rhyme or reason of what we're doing except for net. Well, you know, we're just going to play it anyways. Play Urge Saga. I'll just play this while he's tapped out. Well, he's not quite tapped out. I mean, he's got a mana up. I feel like he's just got like a scam spell. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. Something in me just told me that he has a scam spell. I've played a scam for long enough. I know when I'm being scammed. I'll play tap Dark Sleep Shores. Are you looking for him to kind of tap out, or at least like use his kill spell on like my Orcish Bowmaster or something? Okay, good. Well, now we can possibly just force the issue. Instant speed. Might have like a Tishana's Tidebinder. A Bowmaster of his own. Unfortunately, that like. So if I do because I really want to get like the tokens out of this thing. So I'm kind of thinking I want to use the you know what? We're just going to see what he's got. I'll make him aim at something. Sure. Okay. So he didn't have the scam spell. But he does have this stupid Murktide. which would be a 5/5. It goes on. I won't be able to get the stuff out of its graveyard in time. I'll have to use a chump blocker now. Yeah, have to block. Yep. Playing Murktide. Just making it a 4/4. It's interesting. Very interesting opponent. Wonder what's a more dangerous. Oh yeah, we already used our graveyard hate anyway, so it's kind of a mute point to use it. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get the Shadow Spear. Let's go ahead and equip it here. And get in with the attacks. Oh, I equipped it into the wrong one. This is not my league, guys. This is definitely not my league today. I am super distracted. Not that it would have won us the game, but it definitely would have helped. So now we have to find another Flare of Malice for this Murktide. I'm on this drawn land. I may just have to just try and get the clock on and hope he doesn't have anything. And I think I may just put a stop on his upkeep to stop a drown, and I don't have like my own. Because if he does top 6 drown in the lock, then it's gonna feel kind of bad. I could possibly already have it in his hand, but I'm just going to make him have it here. Let's go ahead and ping him. And I just gotta decide. Psychic Frog. Mishra's Bauble. Alright, let's play the Bauble. Let's cast a Bauble. I don't know why that is a question that I have to ask every time I play Bauble. Attack. So just attack with one, or maybe just attack with both. It's not chump blocking. This is like the most dangerous it is going to be anyways. Discards with Psychic Frog. Discarding a land with it. So at least these things are going to trade in some capacity. Alright, get the sideboard. Never not had it. So Definitely want our graveyard hate. Ashiok hasn't really come in and I could try out Ashiok in this one. There's a Disruptor Flute, but I guess we're not really playing decks where we really want these two cards, so I guess that's fine because like Dampening Sphere is in the same spot. But we'll put in an Affliction, put in possibly Toxic Deluge. It's like a 2-for-1, which is decent. Liliana is fine. Like our mid-range plan, we're gonna put in. I don't like having Bobble against Orcish Bowmaster. I think that's a pretty easy cut there. So we just need to cut one more. Probably just Pithing Needle. Everything else is at least decent. Like, I don't think that that version has like a. But one of the reasons that also like I'm a fan, like it used to be against like the old scam decks or against like normal scam decks that have like Dothy Voidwalker. I don't like keeping in the Not Dead After Rolls because they're like not only bad if they have Graveyard 8, but also super bad if they have Dothy out. But for matchup these other like fair like matchups for people who they're trying to 2-for-1 you and their removal is all just like destroy based and none of his exiles, then I think it's probably fine then. So we'll go ahead and run this, right? Yeah, run this. I don't think we got the deluge. Okay, fine. We'll keep those 2 lands. Thoughtseize effect, sure. Grave, chalk. Thoughtseize, alright. What do you want? It's a tough choice, isn't it? Really tough choice. With the Bowmaster. That's probably right. It's just like the only 2-for-1 in my hand. It's important to get those out of the deck. I'll just go with a normal swamp. Coslex. Inquisition of Kozalek. Now they have double Bowmaster. Double Bowmaster. Kind of want to take this Tameo. But we're kind of in the same spot where like Bowmasters can be pretty bad. But also we don't have like good removal for Tameo because Flare Malice like won't be able to get rid of it. So I think it's probably fine to take the Tameo here. We're just gonna continue to hopefully just kind of cross our fingers and hope that this fair game plan works out. Maybe we top deck our own Bowmasters. We're combating Bowmasters with Dothies. Sure. Play Dothy. We'll just pass. Oh. Yep. It's Bowmaster. Sure. Use that and that. Now he's got Drown and the Lock and the Bowmasters. All right. They're at 14, so we can race them kind of effectively with the Dolphins. Just have Drown in the lock. That might be a little annoying. Not dead after all. Interesting. That is interesting. What I could do, let's see. I could Nihil Spellbomb and then exile. Is it just, let's see, exile target player's graveyard. So I can exile my own graveyard and make a Drown in the Lock. Basically counters Drown in the Lock here. I don't really need it for his graveyard because, I mean, I'm already exiling everything with Dolphy already. Let's Drown in the Lock work. That's a little, it's a little awkward, I guess. I don't know how this card works with you know, I guess we'll find out, like, if it works the way that we kind of want it to. We'll go ahead and evoke with this. Because we got 3 engrave, he can't counter the grief. But I'm hoping that if he uses Drown in the Lock, then targets a Dolphy, that if I exile my own graveyard, I'm able to keep my Dolphy around. I wish I knew exactly how that worked. I guess we're going to see. No. All right, so I keep it. All right. I guess it worked exactly how I wanted it to. That's good. Good to know. All right, sweet. Yeah, that's all we needed. Okay, all right. We got 50 play points. That's not too shabby. All right. Well, guys, that was the deck. I think that it was pretty decent. I liked everything that it was doing. I'm not too sure about these. Still not too sure about these baubles. I think in future iterations of this deck, we're just going to go ahead and cut it for like more actual cards. Maybe like last time, we'll play Splash the Green, for like pick your poisons, and then the Haywire Might in the main deck, because there's a lot of times where it could have been good that we actually were able to tutor for it and get rid of an annoying artifact or enchantment. Uh, I did kind of like the sideboard plan of going a little bit bigger with Profane and Shieldred and the Liliana, so I might use that as well. Uh, Probably gonna put in another Toxic Deluge. I don't know about Break the Ice and Dampening Spheres. That seems like that's just like so much land hate. Uh, and I don't know if you're just that much of a dog in those Eldrazi Tron uh or Tron matchups that you need all of these. Anointed Affliction is, I guess, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to keep running that one. This seems, I feel like there's something's got to be better than this card. Uh, Maybe this should probably just be the other Toxic Deluge. Ashiok's like, all right. I did miss like my multiple 1-drop artifacts to tutor for, to kind of have a toolbox against like every single deck. Kind of think that I want to go back to that game plan. and just being able to cut these miniature baubles will help me a lot. But you know, I guess like having just like 20 lands in this deck is probably like fine. I think like I was playing like 22 in the old version, the version we played last week, because I thought that we kind of wanted to hit our land drops with these Urza Sagas. These Urza Sagas are basically spells at the end of the day. They're not quite, they're like pseudo lands kind of. Uh, so yeah, so I think those are like lessons learned. I mean, we scraped, hit pretty much scraped the bottom of the barrel for wins here. We definitely could have done a lot better. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to screenshot this, save this for later. I don't like the way that cut. Uh, yeah, save this for Twitter. Two. There's a storm 2. All right, and that is it. That will do it for this. Thanks for sticking with us. If you did, again, remember to follow us at Southern Magic on YouTube, Twitter, here on Twitch, and pretty much try and look for us everywhere. I think we also have TikTok. Trying to make sure to support those so we can keep making clips. And trying to bring some chuckles at there, or just bring some good info for you guys if that is what you like to take in. But that will do it. So let's go ahead and see if we can find somebody to raid. Let's see who is current, who's on right now. Oh, Young Dingo's on. I like Young Dingo. We're gonna like rate him. Uh, Masky Edwards. That is not. Oh, I don't know what was like that was definitely royalty music. We only keep royalty free music on here to make it easier for YouTube. Oh God. Okay. So let's raid. All right, well, let's go ahead and get it started. Again, thanks guys for sticking around, and tune in to Dingo stream. It's going to be much better than us.
Next up, Layla and Biden, get back to Smusher. Smush me. What's up, Southern Magic? Hope you had a wonderful stream. I like my top 8 prediction would just be like 2x of the top 4 decks. I'm gonna say 2x Eldrazi Tron, 2x Nadu,